check, check, check. Hello, friends, and welcome to Hollywood Elite Wrestling. My name is Grandpa Choco. It is a pleasure to have you here. I wish there was a better fade out on the music. Kind of a spur-of-the-moment stream. We are trying something here. We're not going to have a pre-show. We're going to have dark matches after the main card. The reason for that is YouTube has a new feature where I can switch a regular live stream over to a members only live stream automatically. And I haven't done it before. This will be the first time trying it out, so we'll see how that goes. But that'll be at the end of this. Before we get going, we want to send out a special thank you to all the Golden Circle channel members. Now, we're going to be giving away 10 Golden Circle channel memberships here and before the final match of the regular show. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. And as I always say, we are using the FG Assistant app to roll out these cards. So if you want to head on over to patreon.com/FG Assistant, you can check that out. That's all I have to say if my microphone doesn't get muted. Carl Zilla is in the chat. Christopher Merriman, Neil Lau, welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here on this little spur-of-the-moment video that we're doing here. We are going to do our regular Tournament of Legends for the new cards that have come out. I was going to wait till I got my replacement cards, but Lord only knows when I'm going to be getting my replacement cards in, so I just loaded them all into FG Assistant, and we're going to go from here. The less said about that, the better. And then our dark matches are going to be a rematch between the New Age Outlaws with Joanie Laurer now in their corner versus Bad Company, a rematch versus Rod Fenton and Mass Thunderbolt, and then Fabulous Moolah versus Luna Vachon. But before we get to our tournament, we have a tournament qualifier. And that is going to be Len Denton versus Bobby Bass. And the winner will go on to face hard-boiled Haggarty. So Neil Lau says, got your PDF card. Excellent. If you are a Golden Circle channel member, look on the post page. The post page here on the YouTube channel, and one of the posts is how you have to fill out a form to give me your address, and I will send you a physical copy of my new card for Big Mama. So you can look for that. That is over on the post tab, and you have until the 17th to get me your address. After the 17th, I'm not going to send any more of them out. So make sure you get that done before. If you want a physical copy, I understand some people might not want a physical copy, and that is absolutely fine. All right, here we go. How do I get back to? There we go. I want to make sure we can see all this. All right, so we've got Len Denton versus Bobby Bass. This was a completely random seed tournament. So these two drew, because there's 9 competitors, these two drew the spot to go up against each other. So here we go. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. And it looks like Bobby Bass going to start things off with a fingernail rake. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips Len Denton into the ropes. You count the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. There is a choke. Hurt 2. Hip toss 2, an agility move, but Len Denton with the agility. He'll reverse it with a back suplex. Hurt 2. Sleeper 3, down 3. Bobby Bass going to roll out of the ring. The opponent comes out to the ring to continue to fight. There's no disqualifications, no countouts. I didn't say that at the top, but that's what it is. The referee... So Bobby Bass smashes him into the announce table. There's no DQ. Throws him back in, and he hits the Bulldog. Ooh, I can see a little thing I have to fix there on Bobby Bass card. Sorry, just making a note. He hits the Bulldog, so the target here is going to be 5. Oh, roll is a 6. Almost a short victory there for him. Out of the ring, tosses Len Denton out of the ring. Len Denton grabs him, drags him out of the ring, smashes him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, and then throws him out of the ring again. The opponent comes out of the ring. He smashes him into the announce table again. No disqualifications. Rolls on level 3. There's the Bulldog again. Target is 6. Roll is a 9. Another kick out there. Face slam to mat 2. Hurt 2. Backbreaker 3. Hurt 2. Backbreaker 3, down 3. Len Denton's going to roll out of the ring. Grabs him, smashes him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in. Bear hug, choice D. Let's see, his power is a 0. Let me just double check that. Yes, power is a 0. And he's going to go for a roll of 9. Go for the power move. Ooh, just gets it there. Down 3. Len Denton continues. Bear hug again. Choice D. Going to go for the power move one more time. Gets it again. And that is a hurt 2. Back suplex 3. And there is the pin. Target is 4. Roll is a 6. And he gets 1 fatigue there. Bear hug again. Choice D. Going to go for the roll of 9. Gets it again. Down 3. Falling headbutt. Choice H. Let's see. His death jump is a C. Agility is a +2. Going to go for that. 10 or less. 9. Gets it. And that is down 3. And Bobby Bass is going to roll out of the ring. The opponent hits you with a spectacular move. There's no countouts here, so he'll get 1 fatigue. And then Len Denton's going to throw him right out of the ring again. Crawls helplessly back in. Falling headbutt. Choice H. Again, going to go for the agility. 10 or less. 8. It is. Hurt 2. Full Nelson 2. A power move. They have equal power. Hurt 2. Full Nelson 2 keeps it locked in. He's weakening him, and he's going to throw him out of the ring again. He crawls helplessly back in. Choice D again, going to go for the power. 9 or less. 8. It works. Hurt 2. And there is a back suplex 3. Both of these men want to be in the tournament, but both of these men will be carrying fatigue into the tournament. Body slam 2. Hurt 2. into the turnbuckle. Let's see. Whips him into the turnbuckle. You lift a knee into the opponent's head. They are hurt. Roll on level 2 offense. Hip toss 2. Agility, but Len Denton with the agility locks that full Nelson in again, but Bobby Bass gets out of it. Roundhouse right hand, hurt 2. Choke, starts choking Len Denton, hurt 2. Sleeper hold, locks it in. There's his pin. Target is 6. Roll is a 7. And Len Denton is now bloodied. Face slam to the mat, 2. Len Denton stops it, reverses it, hits a back suplex. Hurt 2. Full Nelson, 2. Hurt 2. Full Nelson, 2. Hurt 2. Full Nelson, keeping it locked in. Down 3. And going to toss him out of the ring. The opponent comes out of the ring, tries to hit you with a steel chair. There's no DQs here. So he's going to smash him with it and then roll on level 3. Choice H again. Again, going to go for the agility. 10 or less. Roll is an 8. That works. There's his pin. Target is 6. Roll is a 4. And that will end the match. Holy moly. All right. So Len Denton is going to go into the next round. And he is going to take 2 fatigue into the next round with him. And what was that move? A falling headbutt. And it was a 3-star match there. Lots of blood. That was a decent opener there. All right. So now we are going to go set up our tournament. So I'm asking you to... Oh, I have a typo there. I will fix that typo later on. I have to use that typo here as we go set up the tournament. And let's see here, because we're doing a tournament. And I will fix that tournament, new tournament name. I always forget how to do this. Select host promotion. Well, it's today's date. Set event date. Today is today's date. Yep. And select venue is the Grand Olympic Auditorium. And I know that there's a typo in there. I will fix that. There's 8 participants. Single elimination. Okay. Tournament settings. Oh, what did I just do? I don't play a ton of tournaments, and so I always forget. Oh, yeah. Edit participants. Okay. Here we go. Tournament settings. Bump. Yeah, that other one did not. Oh, I guess I could have done this. Oh. There we go. Okay. Set event date. There it is. Kathy Evans, welcome. Great to have you here. We're just setting up a tournament. It's taken a second because we want 8 participants. Add event. Edit participants. Match not selected or already complete. Tournament has the following. Tournaments must have a host promotion. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. All right, we got let's see, this will be the easiest way to do this. Who do we got first? We got Len Denton, who is, nope, he is a promoter prime. Nope, not 2015. Dummy. Here we go. We got Len Denton added to the blue. We'll figure this out. And now I got to go back to and then he's going to go against Hard Boiled Haggarty, who is the CAC 2025. Hard-boiled Haggarty added to the red. Done. Okay, next round match is Jim Cain versus Don Fargo. So Jim Cain, Don Fargo. Got those. And then the next one is Count Grog versus Grappler 2. Those are both Promoter Prime. Count Grog. Wait, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, no, don't do anything there. Click here. Count Grog versus, who did I say? Grappler 2. Got that. And then our final one is Johnny Fargo versus Dominic DeNucci. So those are CAC. Johnny Fargo, Dominic DeNucci. Okay. We have our tournament. Here we go. Let's run our matches. First up, Len Denton is going to have 2 fatigue as he starts this match because he had 3, but he will lose 1 there. All right, here we go. Rolling the dice, ringing the bell. And let's see. Len Denton, he's fired up after that last match. Face slam to Matt. They have equal agility, so that will work, but hard-boiled Haggarty reverses it. Hammerlock and punch to the ribs, 2. Hurt, 2. Elbow to the head, 2. Hurt, 2. Knee smash to face, 3. Hurt, 2. Front face lock takedown, down 3. Len Denton's going to roll out of the ring. He smashes him into the announce table. No disqualifications here. Bear hug, choice D. Let's see, his power is a -1. He's going to go for it. Needs an 8 or less. Gets the 8. Look at that. Down 3. Hardboiled Haggarty's not going to leave the ring. He's going to stay and fight. Spinning neckbreaker, 3. Down 3. Choice D again. Again, going to go for the power, 8 or less. Gets it again. Look at that. Hurt 2. Body slam, 2. Hurt 2. Face mangler, 2. Hurt 2. Back suplex, 3. Hurt 2. Face mangler, 2. Hurt 2. Sleeper hold, locks it in. Hurt 2. Sorry, just closing this other window. Jeffrey Melton, welcome. Hurt 2. Let's see. Back suplex, 3. Hurt 2. Face mangler, 2. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Back suplex, 3. And that is his pin. Target is 3. Roll is a 7. Look at Len Denton here. Out of the ring. C. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Going to roll up. Face mangler, 2. Hurt 2. Body slam, 2. Hurt 2. Sleeper hold. Locks it in again. Hurt 2. Keeps that sleeper locked in. There's his pin. Target is 4. Roll is a 7. There's another fatigue there. Spinning neckbreaker, 3. There's his pin. Target is 5. Roll is a 7. And now hard-boiled Haggarty is busted open. And there is a Samoan drop. Hurt 2. Face mangler, 2. Hard-boiled Haggarty reverses it. Front face lock takedown, 3. Hurt 2. Front face lock takedown, 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Face slam to the mat. Hurt 2. Front face lock takedown, down 3. And Len Denton's going to roll out of the ring. Whips him into the announce table. Throws him back in. Goes for that bear hug again. 8 or less. So this will work. It does work. Look at that. Down 3. Hard-boiled Haggarty, he is going to leave the ring now. Grabs Len Denton, whips him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in. Butt drop on leg. Classic move there. Elbow to head, 2. Hurt 2. Hammerlock and punch to the ribs. Len Denton backs out the back door and whips him into the ropes. You count the ropes with powerful flying shoulder tackle into the turnbuckle. Whips Denton into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick. Hammerlock and punch to the ribs, 2. Len Denton reverses it on level 2. Face mangler, dazed 1. And let's see, he's got a singles move here. In singles matches, substitute elbow drop, 2. Hurt 2. Body slam 2. Hardboiled Haggarty reverses it. Big boot. Power move. Hardboiled Haggarty has the power, so that will work. Hurt 2. Face slam to the mat. Len Denton ducks out of the way, whips him into the turnbuckle. He lifts a knee and rolls on level 2. There's an elbow to the head. Hurt 2. Face slam to mat 2. Len Denton reverses it. Body slam 2. Hurt 2. Full Nelson 2. Hardboiled Haggarty reverses it on level 2. Front face lock takedown 3. Hurt 2. Hammerlock and punch to the ribs. Hurt 2. Elbow to the head 2. Len Denton reverses it. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. You come to the ropes and the opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Face mangler 2. Hardboiled Haggarty reverses it on level 1. Back body drop. Choice A. Let's see. His ropes are a B. Power is a 0. Gonna whip him into the ropes. You come to the ropes with a powerful flying shoulder tackle. Roll on level 2. Back suplex 3. Hurt 2. Face mangler 2. Hurt 2. Sleeper. Locks it in. Hurts 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense and then whips him into the turnbuckle again. Another big kick and then a body slam. Hurt 2. Sleeper hold. Locks it in. Hurt 2. Sleeper hold. Keeps it locked in. Hurts 2. Back suplex 3. Down 3. Haggarty's going to leave the ring now. And he whips him into the announcer's table. Throws him back in. And there's multiple knee drops. +1. Target here is going to be 7. Roll is a 6. And that is going to end the match. Ladies and gentlemen, great. I would say come from behind victory by Hardboiled Haggarty there with multiple knee drops. Picks that up. And let's see. Hardboiled Haggarty is going to take 2 fatigue into the next match. Len Denton started with 2, so that's 3-4. So it'll be a 2-star match there. But Hardboiled Haggarty moves to the next round. And who will he be fighting? Will it be Jim Cain or Don Fargo? Let's find out, shall we? All right, here we go. Rolling the dice. Ringing the bell. And they both roll a 6, so we're going to re-roll. We got a 7 and a 7. They're jockeying for position, and Don Fargo is going to win with a hair pull takedown. Jim Cain reverses it. Leg trip from behind, but Don Fargo says no. Choke on ropes, choice A. Let's see. His ropes are a B. Going to go for that. Whips him into the ropes, but oh no! Cain catches him with a pile driver. What is happening? Follows it up with a neck breaker. Don Fargo is down. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Some chops to the chest. Don Fargo says no. Second rope stomp. Hurt 2. Choice A. Going to whip him into the ropes again. No, he hits him with a pile driver again. And then a neck breaker. Down 3. Fargo's going to roll out of the ring. He does not know what to think about this. He grabs Cain, whips him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, hits him with the atomic drop. Hurt 2. Then a big boot to the face. Down 3. Jim Cain is running now. And Fargo slams him on the concrete floor. He's going to get 1 fatigue. And Don Fargo continues. Death jump. Don Fargo going up, blasts him with a flying clothesline. Not going to throw him out of the ring. There's a big boot to the face. Down 3. Atomic drop 3. And there's his pin. Target is 6. Roll is a 4. And the match is over. Don Fargo, favorite to win there, but I don't think he thought he would have as much trouble as he did. But with an atomic drop, he is able to pick up the victory and move forward in our tournament. So he will face Hardboiled Haggarty in the semifinal round. All right, here we go. Our next match is Count Grog taking on Grappler 2. Let's roll the dice, ring the bell. Count Grog going to start things off. Body slam, let's see, +3. Agility +2. So Grappler's got both things there. So he's going to reverse that. Hammerlock body slam, 3, hurt 2. Into the ropes, whips him into the ropes. Which wrestler is more powerful? That is going to be the Grappler, and he will roll on level 2 offense. Fist drop, 2, hurt 2. Clothesline, 2, hurt 2. Hammerlock body slam, 3, down 3. Falling double sledge, choice H. Going to go for the agility move. This will work on an 11 or less. It does. Hurt 2. Fist drop 2. Hurt 2. Fist drop 2. Down 3. Choice H. Again, going to go for the agility. This will work on an 11 or less. It does. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Bounce forward. Catches the opponent with a skull-splitting lariat. Grappler goes down. Hurt 2. Oh, a foreign object. And the Grappler is down. Carpathian Claw, 3. Add 1. Let's see. Roll 2 dice. On rolls of 2 to 3, substitute throw fireball. It is a 5, so we're just playing as normal. There's 1 fatigue there. And that's his pin. Target is 5. Roll is an 11. Grappler able to kick out. Methodical fist drop, 2. Down 3. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Knee drop, choice F. Power is a 0. Going to go for that. 7 or less. 7. Gets it. What a comeback here from Count Grog. Down 3. Hits him with a low blow. And going to go for the agility. 10 or less. Oh, does not work. Double headbutt. Can't use that move. He does not have any sort of... So he's going to have to roll up. Well, can't use that move. Headlock and punch. 1. Hurt 2. Fist drop 2. Count Grog reverses it. He uses that foreign object again. Grappler's going to roll out of the ring. And while Brawler ups, the wrestler with the better ring rating, that's going to be Grappler 2. He's going to win the brawl. Hits a suplex, and Count Grog is down. Another suplex. Hurt 2. A fist drop. Down 3. There is the Grappler. Is that that's a tag move. He can't use that. He's got to roll up. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. You come to the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Hammerlock body slam 3. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick. Fist drop 2. Down 3. Out of the ring. Yeah, he'll throw him out of the ring. Both wrestlers roll disqualification. There's no DQ here. So we're going to roll 1 die here. It is an odd. That is the opponent. Grappler 2 wins. Suplex. Down 3. Count Grog going to roll out of the ring. Crawls helplessly back in. Chinlock 2. Down 3. Grappler attack. Can't use that. Into the ropes. Which wrestler is more powerful? That's going to be the Grappler. He's going to roll. Grappler 2, sorry. Clothesline 2. Hurt 2. Hammerlock body slam 3. Down 3. Again, Grog is going to leave the ring. Crawls helplessly back in. Can't use that tag. Clothesline 2. Down 3. Suplex 3. Down 3. Chinlock 2. Hurt 2. Clothesline 2. Count Grog reverses it. Boot to the midsection 2. Hurt 2. Choice F. Let's see. We're going to go for the power. Needs a 7 or less to make this happen. Gets the 7. And Grappler 2's rolling his pin. Target is 6. Roll is a 9. And he is now bleeding through his mask. And just a blatant choke by Count Grog. But Grappler's fired up. He reverses it. Leg drop 2. Hurt 2. Can't use the double headbutt. Big right hand. Count Grog reverses it into the turnbuckle. Whips Grappler 2 into the turnbuckle. Opponent rolls on level 2. Boot to the midsection 2. Hurt 2. Foreign object again. There's his pin. Target is 7. Rolls a 7. And that ends the match. Holy smokes. Count Grog with a foreign object picks up the victory. And that will be a 2-star match. No one saw that coming. Count Grog will not carry anything into the next round. Let's see. Fargo didn't have any fatigue, I don't think. And Count Grog... Oh, wait. Did Fargo have fatigue? I did not write it down. No, that was Len Denton and Hardboiled Haggarty that had all the fatigue. Okay. So let's see who's going to face Count Grog in the finals. And that is going to be Johnny Fargo versus Dominic DeNucci. Let's roll the dice. Yes, Carl Zilla saying Fargo didn't have any. I was getting confused with that Hardboiled Haggarty match. All right, so Johnny Fargo going to start things off. Elbow smash to the head. Hurts too. Into the ropes. He is going to roll up instead. Punch to the face. 2. They have equal power, so that will work. Hurt 2. Brutal chops 2. Hurt 2. Methodical knee drop 2, but it is an agility move. DeNucci able to reverse it. Slingshot into turnbuckle. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips Fargo into the ropes. You come with the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. There's the abdominal stretch. Fargo going to get to the ropes, pull himself outside. Oh, and he crashes to the ring, that the concrete floor. That's going to give him 1 fatigue. He's going to crawl helplessly back in. Dominic DeNucci not going to throw him out of the ring, but will lock a hammer lock on him. Hurt 2. Keeps that hammer lock locked in, but Fargo able to break it. Elbow smash to the head, 2. Hurt 2. Shoulder breaker. What did I do here? Oh, yeah, Johnny Fargo reversed it. Johnny Fargo, let's see. Power is a 0. Going to go for that. Needs a 7 or less. Mark Ferguson, welcome. He rolls a 6, so that does work. And down 3, DeNucci not leaving the ring. Throat drop on ropes. That catches him. Target is 3. Roll is a 10. He is safe. Throat drop on ropes. Hurt 2. Choice F going to go for the power. Needs a 7 or less. 9 doesn't work. Double overhead chops. 2. Hurt 2. Abdominal stretch. 3. Hurt 2. Double overhead chops, 2. Hurt 2. Abdominal stretch, 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. But Fargo hits him with a pile driver and rolls on level 3 and then just stomps on his face. Hurt 2. Choice F again. Going to go for the power. 7 or less. No, does not work. Slingshot into turnbuckle. That catches him. Target is 5. Roll is a 12. So yeah, he's a 4. Add 1 fatigue there. Gondola, add 1, and that will bust Johnny Fargo open. Level 3, hurt 2. Double overhead chops 2. Johnny Fargo reverses it. Snapmare 1, hurt 2. Vicious double team. That is a tag move. He can't use that. He's going to have to use a side headlock instead. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. He's going to roll up. Body slam. That will work. Hurt 2. Methodical knee drop 2. But that's an agility move. DeNucci reverses it. Slingshot into turnbuckle. Down 3. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Will whip him into the ropes. You come with the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Hammerlock 2. How ironic is that? A hammerlock. Down 3. Choice F. Let's see. Power is a 0. Going to go for that. 7 or less. No. Fargo able to reverse it. He rolls the choice F. He's going to go for the power. He doesn't get it. Headbutt 2. Johnny Fargo reverses it. Punch to the face 2. Dominic DeNucci ducks it. Monkey flip 2. Hurt 2. Headbutt 2. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. You got the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Double overhead chops 2. Hurt 2. Slingshot into turnbuckle 3. Down 3. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Hits him with locks him in a hammerlock, but Fargo reverses it. Choice F. He's going to go for the power. Doesn't get it. He's going to go for the hammerlock again, but Fargo reverses it. There's a forearm hammer. Hurt 2. Forearm hammer again. Down 3. Stomp on face 2. Dominic DeNucci reverses it on level 1. Pumping side headlock. Johnny Fargo reverses it. Choice F again. Going to go for it. Doesn't get it. Hammerlock 2. Down 3. Head scissors. He's going to go for the choice F. Level 7. Doesn't get it. Fargo with the methodical knee drop, but Dominic DeNucci is too quick for that. Locks in the abdominal stretch. He is down. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Headbutt 2. Hurt 2. Slingshot into turnbuckle 3. Hurt 2. Slingshot into turnbuckle. There's his pin. Target is 7. Rolls a 5. Match is over. And Dominic DeNucci has 1 fatigue, but he will lose that fatigue in between matches here. And it is the slingshot into turnbuckle. And let's see, 5. That'll be 2.5 stars for that match there. All right, moving into our next round, Hard-Boiled Haggarty versus Don Fargo. Unfortunately, Hard-Boiled Haggarty will have 2 fatigue at the start of this match due to that previous match. And here we go. Let's see who's going to the finals. Don Fargo starting off with a back body drop. Ooh, there, I got to fix that space there. Don Fargo. What move is that? Level 1 offense 4. AG. Okay. Back body drop 2, an agility move. Let's see. They have equal agility and equal power. So that move will work. And Hard-Boiled Haggarty reverses it. Elbow to the head 2. Hurt 2. Face slam to the mat 2. Hurt 2. Elbow to the head 2. Hurt 2. Front face lock takedown 3. Down 3. Out of the ring. Tosses Don Fargo out of the ring. A wild brawler ups the wrestler with the better ring rating. They are equal. So Hard-Boiled Haggarty will continue with a step over toe hold. Hurt 2 into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Opponent rolls on level 2. Knee smash to the face. Hurt 2. Front face lock takedown 3. There's his pin. Target is 3. Rolls a 4. Just barely able to kick out. There's the multiple knee drops. Target is 5. Roll is an 8. And continuing, death jump, climbing up to the top. But no, Don Fargo counters and rolls up Hard-Boiled Haggarty, and he's going to roll his pin. Target is 5. Roll is a 6. And that has started Haggarty bleeding again. And Don Fargo not going to throw him out of the ring. Elbow smash, 3. There's his pin. Target is 6. Roll is a 5. The match is over. Don Fargo with the elbow smash. Oops. Elbow smash. Now let's see. He had 2, so that's 2. So good, fun little match there. But I think that that 2 fatigue to start things off did not help Hard-Boiled Haggarty at all. All right, who will be facing Don Fargo? Will it be Count Grog or Dominic DeNucci? We are about to find out right now. And let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. Neither of these guys have fatigue on them. Count Grog loses there, so Dominic DeNucci is going to start. And roundhouse right hands, and that levels him. Gondola, there's a fatigue right there, and he is down. Count Grog going to roll out of the ring, grabs him by the leg, whips him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, and he hits the Carpathian Claw. But let's see if he throws the fireball here. Remember, there's no DQs or countouts. He's not. So he will add 1 over to here. And that is a hurt 2. Into the ropes. He is going to roll up instead. Lunging forehead bite. Hurt 2. Boot to the midsection 2. Dominic DeNucci reverses it. Pumping side headlock. Count Grog reverses it. Eye poke. Hurt 2. Repeated eye gouges. Really going after the eyes there. Into the ropes. Not going to throw him into the ropes. Going to roll up. Lunging forehead bite 2. DeNucci saw it coming. Tries a drop kick here. Let's see. -1. So Dominic DeNucci is the best in everything in this match anyway. Down 3. Airplane spin. There it is. Target is going to be 8. And the roll's a 10. Count Grog not giving up yet. Choice F, going to go for the power for sure. 10 or less. happens there. Hurt 2. Hammerlock 2. Hurt 2. Double overhead chops 2. Count Grog gets out of the way. Boot to the midsection, but DeNucci sees it coming. Goes for a drop kick. Hurt 2. Slingshot into turnbuckle. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. You count the ropes. A powerful flying shoulder tackle. Knee drop. Choice F. He's going to go for it. Go for the power. 7 or less. Does not get it. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. The opponent tries a big shoulder tackle. Whether it works depends on the wrestler's more powerful. If your power rating is better than the opponent's, blah, 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 blah. So power is going to be DeNucci. DeNucci rolls on level 2. There's a hammerlock 2. Hurt 2. Headbutt 2. Hurt 2. Double overhead chops 2. Count Grog reverses it. Hip toss, but that's not going to work. Slingshot into turnbuckle. There's his pin. Target is 8. Rolls 10. He is busted open, but he is not given up just yet. Double axe handle, choice G. Going to go for the power. This will work on an 11 or less. It does. Hurt 2. Hammerlock 2. Hurt 2. Hammerlock 2. Hurt 2. Headbutt 2. Hurt 2. Headbutt 2. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. The opponent uses one of his specialty moves and goes in for the kill. There's the airplane spin. Target is 10. Roll is 5. And the match is over. All right. So, with the airplane spin, listen, I got to give props to Count Grog for his previous match and then how well he did there. And that'll be 2.5 stars. DeNucci has 1 fatigue going into the finals, but he will lose that just in the little rest period. So here we go. The winner of this tournament gets a title shot against Big Bubba Rogers. So will it be Don Fargo or will it be Dominic DeNucci? Neither of these guys have fatigue. So here we go. Rolling the dice, ringing the bell. And it looks like Don Fargo is going to start things off with a back body drop. Let's see. Agility. Fargo's got the agility. DeNucci has Fargo's got the power. DeNucci has the agility. So he will reverse that with a headbutt. Don Fargo reverses it on level 2. Second rope stomp. 2. Down 3. Death jump. Climbing up to the top, the opponent blasts you with a flying clothesline from the top ropes. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. Not going to throw him out. Well, he will throw him out of the ring because he's got to be. The wrestler with the better ring rating, that's going to be Fargo. Fargo rolls, tosses him out of the ring anyway. There you go. Crawls helplessly back in and gets tossed out of the ring again. Crawls helplessly back in and gets tossed out of the ring again. The wrestler with the better ring rating, that's going to be Fargo. Death jump, climbing up to the top. But no, DeNucci recovers, throws him off the top, rolls on level 3, follows it up with a body slam. That catches Fargo. Target is 3, rolls a 4. Just barely able to kick out. There's the gondola. Add 1. Hurt 2. Slingshot into turnbuckle 3. Hurt 2. Abdominal stretch 3. Hurt 2. Slingshot into turnbuckle. Hurt 2. Headbutt 2. He's thrown everything at him. Fargo saw it coming and gets a face rake on the ropes. Dazes him. Hair pull takedown. Hurt 2. Grinding chinlock 2. Hurt 2. Grinding chinlock 2. Down 3. And then tosses him out of the ring. But DeNucci grabs him, whips him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in, hits him with a body slam. Fargo's going to roll out of the ring now. The wrestler with the better ring rating, that's going to be Fargo. He wins and then tosses DeNucci out of the ring. And Fargo, there's no DQs here, so smashes him with a chair, throws him back in, and going to go up for the death jump. You stumble to your feet, and the opponent comes off the top turnbuckle with a perfect crossbody. Roll your pin. Target is 3. Roll is an 11. He is able to kick out there and gets tossed out of the ring again. He crawls helplessly back in, gets tossed out of the ring again. Again, hits him with the chair. There's no DQs here, and he's going to roll on level 3. He's going to roll up this time. I'm tired of throwing him out of the ring. Choice B. Let's see. His turnbuckle is a C. He will whip him into the turnbuckle. But the special move of their own, the wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating, that's going to be Fargo. And there is a death jump climbing up to the top. Who has the better agility? That's going to be DeNucci. DeNucci tosses Don Fargo off the turnbuckle, hits the gondola again. And even though the gondola is not a move to the head, we'll say he's been busted open. And there's level 3 defense, hurt 2. Abdominal stretch, 3, hurt 2. Slingshot into turnbuckle, down 3. And there is a double axe handle, choice G. Let's see, his power is a -1. Death jump is a B. Going to go for the death jump. Blast you with a flying clothesline. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Going to roll up, slingshot into turnbuckle. There's his pin. Target is 6. Roll is a 7. Just barely able to kick out. Gondola, 3. Add 1. Fargo in major trouble now. Double overhead chops, 2. But Fargo reverses it. Elbow smash, down 3. Atomic drop, hurt 2. He used that atomic drop to win the last match. Grinding chinlock, 2. Elbow smash, 3. Hurt 2. Second rope stomp, 2. Down 3. Atomic drop, 3. Hurt 2. Knee lift, choice B. Let's see. His turnbuckle is a C. Going to go for that. You lift a knee in the opponent's head. Roll on level 2 offense. Double overhead chops, 2. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes. The opponent gets a position for back body drop, but you grab him and hit him with an awesome pile driver. And there is an atomic drop. Down 3. Dominic DeNucci is going to roll out of the ring. Crawls helplessly back in. Another atomic drop. There's his pin. Target is 4. Roll is a 7. And Fargo locks in the sleeper. Target is 6. Roll is a 5. The match is over. DeNucci knocked out with the sleeper hold. And Don Fargo picks up the victory. And will go on to face Big Bubba Rogers for the title. And let's see. That's a 4-star match right there. That's what that is. There you go. All right. Let us, so we're done with that. Don Fargo is the winner there. And we will head out of here. We'll go back to our card here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's give away. That's Carl Zilla saying, let me see if I can get this up on the screen. Don and Jackie Fargo could be the first HEW brother champion pair. They absolutely could be. All right. Let's see. How are we doing this? Okay. First of all, let me give away our channel memberships. So here we go. Giving away 5 channel memberships. Big Bubba Rogers, Mark Ferguson saying Big Bubba Rogers, no trouble. But Big Bubba Rogers also has a Jim Cornette in his corner. So that could also be a thing. Bessie receives a gift membership. Bear 805, AEW Guy 220, Anthony H, and Juan Esteban all get Golden Circle channel memberships for 1 month. And there's going to be 5 more here coming right now. And let's see. Matt Fowle, Joe Brooks, Chris Maurer, Earl Grayman, and Miho Burns. Congratulations. You all have 1 month memberships. All right. So we're going to try this now. I don't know how this works. But we're going to go into our dark matches. So I'm going to say goodbye to all the folks who are not Golden Circle channel members, because we are going to do, we're going to switch this over to a members only chat. So if you're a member, you'll just stay tuned. It should just work perfectly. I don't know what it looks like on the screen, but we will see. And I don't know if this creates another live chat or whatever. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Golden Circle channel members, stay tuned because we got a couple more matches to go to round out the rest of this card. And just thank you always for the support for everybody, whether you're a channel member or not. Just always appreciate you being subscribed, giving a thumbs up to the videos, and all that kind of good stuff. I really, really appreciate it. All right, we got 10 seconds left, so thank you again. If you're not staying for the dark matches, I hope you have a great weekend. Otherwise, here we go, and our first match is going to be Fabulous Moolah versus Luna Vachon. All right, let's roll the dice.